Okay. Has this worked? Let's see. Okay. That was so annoying. Streamlabs crashed. It literally crashed, which was very annoying. So let me see whether I've managed to fix it. Oh, thank you. Oh, what an absolute nightmare. I literally just had to turn my whole computer off and on again. So now I've put this back on. I'm hoping, is my background music playing? Because I've got no idea. And I think this might have actually caused me to come on as like a whole new stream. I'm just trying to take a look to see what I can see on here. But that means I've lost everybody. I'm so sorry. There's no music playing. Right. So, desktop audio. Alert box. Live overlay. Let me figure this bit out. So, background music. Can you hear the music? Because it might be that I might need to copy and paste it. Great. Okay. Oh, hello Rob. I have just had an absolute nightmare. So I just had this stream going on. It was brilliant. It was going really well. I had lots of people sat with me, and we'd come up with a stupid, like, funny text adventure all together. And then we was testing it, and chat was having a look for me, and we was going to have like a quick go on it, and then suddenly it was like gone, and my computer was completely frozen. Absolute nightmare. But luckily it seems to be back on, but I've lost like 3/4 of the people who are watching, so that's really gutting. But I'm hoping some more people will come in and join us, and then we can start this from the beginning. I hope I haven't lost any, because I had to literally go from there. So where is it? Test from here. Test from here. So okay, so we've got some more viewers coming back in now. Gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I have no idea what on earth happened. Okay, but yeah, luckily this seems to save on its own, so that was all right. So gosh, right, I'll give it another moment for just in case anyone else can come back in. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. That was really annoying, wasn't it? But yeah, like, it completely changed everything on here. If I move that there, that might actually sound a little bit better. So, okay, we'll start this again. You awaken in a cold, clinical white room. A glaringly bright LED spotlight hangs from the ceiling. It's the only light source. You sit on a metal bed. There are no windows, and the walls are blank, shiny metal. A single windowless door lies at the end of the room. On the floor in front of you lies a box of crayons, a pot noodle, and a small plastic figurine of an emperor penguin. The figurine is inexplicably doused in some form of grease. What do you want to do? So, pick 1 if you want to look at the figurine, pick 2 if you want to pick up the crayons, and pick 3 if you want to investigate the pot noodle. So, let's bring chat back over here and get the setup back to how I had it earlier. And then hopefully this won't muck up again. Okay, right, so we have got 3 votes for number 3. Pick number 4 if you want to go to the pub. Right, we've got 3 votes for number 3. Let's go to number 3. Investigate the pot noodle. You pick up the pot noodle and take a look inside. There are a few noodles left, but it's been cold for at least a while. There's a peculiar smell coming from it. You decide to stick your finger in the pot and see whether the consistency is off or whether it's actually okay. You are suddenly in an excruciating amount of pain. Your finger is rotting away before your very eyes. Shame really, you liked that finger. It was good for poking things. Whoops, you died. Right, so we're back to the beginning. So that was a bit of an unfair one. Okay, so we've done number 3. So it's a choice of number 1 and number 2 now. Do you guys want to go down number 1 or number 2? So look at the figurine, the Emperor Penguin figurine, or number 2, pick up the crayons. And then this is probably where we're going to work out where we was. Oh, we're up to 46 people. We're halfway back to the number we was at. Right, okay, so we've got 1 vote for number 2, 1 for number 1. So let's take a look. I can put a poll up if that's easier, but okay, number 1, number 1, number 1. Okay, we're going with number 1. Look at the figurine. You walk over to the penguin figurine. You suddenly start putting 2 and 2 together. You look at the bed. You remember, or really realise, that you actually have terrible amnesia, and that penguin suddenly seems a bit menacing. Is it greasy because it's been used already? Or is it greasy because it's going to be used? What could they possibly want to use it for? The penguin stares deep into your soul, its aura making you feel uneasy. Oh, there we go. We have got a new follower, the Mad Saint. In fact, I'm just going to change the scene to that. You bump into the door to the room. The handle... Oh, hang on. Wait. I've missed a bit. The penguin stares deep into your soul, its aura making you feel uneasy. Not sure why, but nevertheless, you back away from it. You bump into the door to the room, the handle digging into your back momentarily. What do you do? Pick number 1 if you want to pick up the penguin, or pick number 2 if you want to try the door handle. So number 1, pick up the penguin. Number 2, try the door handle. What are we going for? Right, so do we have the crayons made you uneasy? Okay, so we are number 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Right, so most of you are saying at the moment number 2, so try the door handle. The door opens and on the other side is Pat Sharp, sharpening a pencil, about to draw a picture of Pat's butcher on a butcher's block. Pat is shocked to see you, for Pat did not realise there was even a door in his room, despite it being bright pink. His massive hair is full of secrets, and one of those secrets is that the object he is using to sharpen his pencil is a massive effing knife, and he is so shocked he lobs it at you. Your man in London. Thank you very much. Respect your passions for gaming, Lady D Roses. Thank you. You see an old Commodore 64 on the floor. You chuck it at Pat because you're annoyed he lobbed a sharp knife at you. It's... we've got a new follower, Matty Saunders. Thank you. You chuck it at Pat because you're annoyed he lobbed a sharp knife at you. It hits him on his mullet and all of his secrets spill out. He might be dead. Oops. Okay, rightio. So we have a look at it. If you want to go down, have a look at his secrets, type in 1. If you want to slowly back out of the room and hope there's no cameras, pick number 2. So we go number 1, look at the secrets, or number 2, back out of the room. Okay, so we've got 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Any more votes? Okay, we're up at 57 viewers again. Thank you so much. Right, so let's do this. Okay, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, that is 5 votes for number 1. Have a look at your secrets. Well, it's actually Victoria's secret. There's a trap door. under a rug beneath Pat's hair with with treasure and bones inside. We would like to open the trapdoor, which is clear, by the way, which is why we know there is treasure and bones in there. You look around the room. There is a rocking chair in the corner, an old CRT monitor with a TI playing Hunt the Wampus, a bucket with a load of fan mail for the Smiths covered in suspicious stains, and a cracked PS2 Time Crisis 2 box. You don't particularly want to look at the fan mail. It's obvious what's wrong there. Okay. Okay, OBS Dark is saying, you may want to tell them what we are streaming here. We've been making up our own stupid choose your own adventure story. And at the moment we are seeing whether it works. So, everybody, vote number 1 if you want to use the rubber penguin to try and smash the trap door. Or vote number 2 if you want to rifle through the Smiths fan mail. So number 1, to use that big rubber penguin with the big round base. If you want to try Saints Row style smacking at the trapdoor to see whether we can get that open. Or do we want to rifle through that pile of suspiciously stained Smiths fan mail? Okay, so we've got 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, number 2. Right, okay, so that's where we got to. So it works pretty well. It works all right. Okay, so here we go. We haven't done anything with the crayons. So if we go back into that room that we started in and we've picked up the crayons and we can open up the door that we made. So if I just open that one back up and reread it to you. You pick up the crayons and are suddenly overtaken with the urge to investigate whether or not they will draw on the blank metal walls. For whatever reason, you decide that having seen the film Pan's Labyrinth many moons ago, that drawing a door seems like a good idea. Chances are there won't be a massive hands monster on the other side. SpongeBob made this mistake, I'm sure you know this. You draw the door and the door becomes real. There's a big shiny handle which beckons you to open it. Do you open the door, or do you go back to investigating the room? Okay, so everybody, I want you to pick either, let's do some different numbers. So number 3 if you want to open the door, or number 4 if you want to go back to investigating the room. If we do number 3, then we need to write, we've got to pick something that will happen if we open that door. So number 3 number 3 if you want to open the door. Number 4 if you want to go back to investigating the room. Okay, so we've got 1 vote for number 3, 1 of number 4. Okay, most people are saying 3 so far. More KCC is saying, this reminds me of those choose where you go to next books from back in the day. Yes, well, basically that's actually what I was looking for. I used to have like a 1970s one. That's what I wanted to use. I don't even know if I've still got it, let alone am I going to be prepared to climb up into the loft to have a look in there. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically the idea that I'd had, because I did try doing a gaming stream and I'm just not good at it. I was rubbish in that stream. But this is a lot more fun, and underwear can say nice trick, Satan. So I have no idea what the context is for that, but that's made me laugh. I like that. So let's do the open up the door. Write something for in there. Okay, so oh, new follower, Antsy. I'm gonna have to check my own settings to see what the follower's on. I have a feeling actually that'll be on Twitch. And I will do, I am actually going to be doing a different type of stream on Twitch. Probably not tonight though. I might do that tomorrow night potentially. Basically I'm going to start streaming when I actually do my actual voiceovers, but that'll be over on Twitch because that's like a secondary area for me. Right. Ben, we've been through the normal door. The normal door leads to Pat Sharp, and we might have killed Pat Sharp. We're not sure. He might come back for revenge later, for all we know. So this is the crayon door, which is... Where's that going to lead to? Right, someone choose. Someone tell me what's going to be on the other side of this crayon door, because so far I have not got an idea. I don't really want it to lead into that weird place in Pan's Labyrinth, because that is so scary, that film, that I cannot actually sit and watch through it again. Too scary for me. So, okay, right. Kevin K is saying Tron World. Score event saying I want more Pat. Underwear Kids is saying it's your life, LD. You can make the choices for both of us. I'm delegating the choice. Daniel, oh, hang on, no. Underwear Kids, I'm delegating the choice. Daniel, on the other hand, who I was about to tell off, me with my helmet colouring. Okay, so you find... Right, Magnum is saying you find a football stadium bathroom with 3 stalls and a large trowel for urinating. It's been uncleaned for years. That is horrendous. Goomer Spice, hello. What are we doing here? Right, Goomer Spice, basically what we are doing is... Let me swap over to the full screen for a moment. Just because there's a lovely look at that up the top of the screen there. Goomer Spice is my top super chatter for the last month, so that's very cool. Big up Goomer Spice. So basically we are making our own choose your own adventure story. We're using the website Twinery so that I can make a jazzy little choose your own adventure story, and the idea is to make it as silly as possible. I think we need to go through the crayon door and let's pick a game to land in. Let's pick a game to land in. So if all of you lot can make a suggestion of a random game, and then I'm going to pick 2 of those and I'll put it down to a vote. So whatever game you think would be funny to land in through a door that was created by a crayon in this stupid adventure, that would be funny. Right, so what do we have here? Oh my god, Score Events is saying land in the flipping Norbreck Hotel. No thank you, I will never go back there ever again. Obstark is saying how about a closet, like not cloth. Obstark, just random there, existing, being free. A free space to save stuff. Goomer Spice is saying choose your own adventure story. Okay. Okay, right. So Slit is saying Dig Dug. Underwear Kids is saying Clacks. Magnum Moustache is saying Leisure Suit Larry. Resi Fan is saying Final Fantasy 7. Tekken 3, Sewer Shark, Angry Squirrels. So that's the second one for Leisure Suit Larry. Scribble Noughts. Okay, Viscera Cleanup Detail. Right, okay, so we'll go with one choice can be Leisure Suit Larry, and Tekken 3 can be the other choice. Right, give me 1 second and I shall put that up to the quiz thing. Oh, wrong thing. I pressed the wrong button, everybody. Start a poll. Okay. Which game have we landed in? Choice 1. Leisure Suit Larry. Choice number 2. Tekken 3. I'm going to change that to Tekken 2. Sorry. It's just that's one that I'm nostalgic for. Okay. Right. So here we go. We've got 60 people watching at the moment. We've got... How many of you are going to vote? Let's give this a moment. I want to see how many people go for this. So, what have we got? Leisure Suit Larry's in the lead at the moment. Do we have any takers for Tekken? Do we have any more takers? We've got 15 votes at the moment. Leisure Suit Larry is back in the lead. Okay. Underwear Kids are saying, I'm going to support LD's choice. Thank you very much. I've chosen my two. I've whittled it down. Okay. Joseph is saying Tekken is my vote. What is the... Okay, Mork is saying, what's the weirdest retro tech you have ever reviewed or talked about? Weirdest. Probably the Star Trek console. That was pretty weird. That was a good video as well, actually. I dressed up like... I tried to dress up like Deanna Troy. It didn't really work out all that good. Right. Tekken 2's in the lead. We've got 29 votes on that now. Come on, everyone. Let's get a few more votes in. Bob Jones, Later Decades live. Oh, hi. Hi to you. I was live. No, this is technically my second live stream because my stream bugged up. But I'm glad everyone's coming back. I'm really, really glad about that. So it's really nice. Oh, God, we're back at 71 viewers. Thank you. Okay, so we're on 32 votes and Tekken 2 is currently leading. So that's actually shocked me because I actually thought you lot would go for Leisure Suit Larry, but Tekken 2 is a pleasant surprise. Pretty close, though. 54% of the vote at the moment is going to Tekken 2. Casio Loopy was kind of weird. At the moment, I'm going down a bit of a tangent with arcade boards. That's what I'm looking at the moment. I'm enjoying those. Esco saying hello. Hello to you. Stephen Ray saying, oh, nearly forgot. There's a game called Twinkle Tail for the Mega Drive. Quite a rare game. It might be worth a butcher's on a later video. Maybe. Thank you. Right. Okay. Let's end this. I'm going to end the poll. And we have got 54% of the vote has gone to Tekken 2. So we are going to land in Tekken 2. Right. Right. Okay. So, you've opened the door and landed in Tekken 2. Hey, Hachi Mishima. What should we do with Heihachi Mishima? Do we, let's have a think. What do we want to do with Heihachi? Have I got Tekken up there? Right, let's have a look. Okay. I'll get this open again. Let's hold that so it's not got too much in the way of reflection. There we go. So, let's pick something. What's Heihachi doing? So, if I just read the manual quickly. Okay, subject. Mishima Heihachi. Nationality. Naturalized Japanese. Age 54. Occupation retired. God, you have to be flipping bougie these days to retire at 54. Oh, excuse me. I doubt my husband is still watching this, but if he is, I wouldn't half mind a nice cup of tea. Assessment. Following the management takeover at the conclusion of the last tournament, the subject has been living in seclusion in the mountains. All known pro Heihachi elements within the conglomerate have been dealt with. The coming tournament should be an excellent opportunity to close this file permanently. Known associates. His adopted son, Lee Chaolan. Though, of course, Lee's loyalty to KM and the conglomerate is above question. Fighting style, karate. So, what do we want? Right, let's have a look. Antsy is saying get kicked in the face as well for some reason. Score is saying he's staring at you intently. He thinks you want his extra strength hair gel. Uncle Paul, beat Heihachi. Slid is saying Heihachi wishes to have you join the machine Saibatsu. Underwear Kids is saying, are we going to play as Roger? Slit is saying, and come in line to inherit a portion of the company's shares. Bob Jones is saying, Huarang or Warang is my guy. Uncle Paul is saying, Heihachi getting beaten. Slit is saying, oh, and Harada, the guy who made Tekken, said Heihachi has over 25 kids. So the character could be one of his kids. It's come to find out. Yeah, Prize Gotti, I've just had a bit of a nightmare. 2 have live streams on your page and I think people are in their way. Oh no! Right, thank you for that. Let's see if we can work that out. 2 ticks. What is going on here? Right, upcoming. So, I wonder if it's possible. It's saying upcoming. I think I'm going to have to figure something out on that. Give me 1 second whilst I just fix this. If you lot could come up with some kind of stupid thing that we can do with Heihachi, that would be absolutely brilliant. Eventually I'm going to get better at this, by the way. I will get to a point where I know what I'm doing. Okay. Right. Off. Okay. I think 2 ticks. I have almost got this sorted. Oh my god. So oh, new subscriber. Okay. Oh, stream. My moral support. I was saying you're smashing it. Keep having fun. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just like that was such a disaster earlier, and then to see that. Right, I think I fixed that. Hopefully those gone, but I am very sorry to the people who are sitting there wondering where it's gone. And then fingers crossed everything's okay. God, be a disaster if I'd really like knocked that one out. I definitely meant that with all the innuendo that there is. Okay, so I'm back. So we was picking something for Heihachi to do. You have opened the door and landed in Tekken. I put Tekken 2. Like literally wrote 2 as well. Heihachi Mishima. In fact, let's copy what's in here. The retired sun chucking lunatic is standing at the bottom of what appears to be a garden, staring into the distance at a dodgy looking volcano. Next to him is a lawn chair and a table. And anyone remember Cooler World? With a copy of Cooler World. With a copy of Cooler World. Okay. Cooler World is brilliant. God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, so Okay. As if he's heard a ghost, Heihachi spins around to suddenly see you standing there. Okay. What's Heihachi gonna do? You lot tell me, what is Heihachi gonna do? He's just spun around. We've just disturbed him whilst he's trying to concentrate on staring at a volcano. It's very, very important. We shouldn't have got in his way. And I mean, what was he doing anyway? Was he fantasizing about something? Like chucking someone else into a volcano? Was he regretting chucking his son into a volcano? Was he missing his father? Was he fantasizing about beating up Nina Williams? All I'm seeing is Merging going, yes, yes, no, yes, no. Alpha Buck is saying he was seeing his future. SK was saying Warcraft. Stephen Ray saying Cooler World sounds familiar, but I can't place it. It's this game. It's like a puzzle game where you're literally a bouncy ball in the sky on some random platforms, and you can either go like forward or left or right. So you have to navigate around obstacles. You can go around the edge of something, go like upside down, kind of similar-ish to like Mario Galaxy, I guess. Jay Green says he's zipping his pants back up. Computer Guy is saying, you're the best Lady Decade. Thank you. One question. I love your old intro, the one with the 80s department store sounding music. Where's that music from? It sounds so nostalgic. Jesus Christ, what music was I using? I think, off the top of my head, was it the really old ITN News theme? It might have been like the 1980s ITN News theme. I can't remember. I haven't used it in such a long time. Basically, I stopped using it because people were skipping past that, and YouTube places a huge amount of emphasis on the first 30 seconds of videos. So I had to... Morg is saying he was daydreaming about Lady Decade. Do you know what? I don't think he was daydreaming about Lady Decade. Maybe it was Michelle Chang. It could have been Michelle. It could have been him standing there and getting a Heihachi wins sign or something. Right, so okay, I'm gonna put two things in a vote and you lot can choose how this wins. I'm also going to assume that my husband's gone to sleep because no tea has arrived in here. Oh, I really would like some tea. But I'm not gonna get any. So I hope you like that singing. Right, okay. Heihachi is... Okay, what did I write? You have opened the door and landed in Tekken 2. Heihachi Mishima, the retired sun-chucking lunatic, is standing at the bottom of what appears to be a garden, staring into the distance at a dodgy-looking volcano. Next to him is a lawn chair and a table with a copy of Cooler World. As if he's heard a ghost, Heihachi spins around to suddenly see you standing there. Heihachi will... okay. What's Heihachi going to do? Is he going to run at you and snatch the penguin Dido? Or is he going to jump the fence and run away, and run from you? Okay, start poll. Here we go. Right, poll is up. Get your answers in. Make your selection. Who's going to win? Run at you. Snatch the penguin. Or is he going to jump the fence and run from you? I mean, that gives us the option to chase after him with the penguin, you know. Like, so he could run at us and snatch the penguin and start flapping it all around. Or he can jump the fence and run from you because he has seen the penguin and is utterly terrified. And we can go running after him, waggling at him. If he's running away from us, we could potentially go and take a look at the table and nick his copy of Cooler World. We could nick the Cooler World. Or we could run over to the table, pick up the copy of Cooler World and chuck it at him like a throwing star. That could like hit the back of his head. We could avenge his son. There's a lot that we can do with this. Come on then, let's have a think. For anyone who's new and wondering what the hell we're doing, we are making our own we're making our very own choose your own adventure story. And like literally at the moment, this is what we've come up with. Every so often we're actually having a go at the game, picking stuff. So how many votes we are? We're at 23 votes. Come on, there's 67 people watching at the moment. Let's get this up to like 32 or 33 votes, and then I'll be happy with that. Okay, so Underwear Kids is saying, give me that penguin. Mergin is saying, yes. Alpha Buck is saying, penguin gonna get snatched. Joseph is saying, penguin snatcher. Get that penguin. The penguin is key to everything. I mean, the fact that the penguin is quite possibly just an exotic looking giant dildo. Joseph is saying he knows that penguin is important. Mergin is saying Fallout 4. Let's take the penguin to Diamond City. Underwear Kids is saying play Cooler World while watching Cool World on Laserdisc. Stephen Ray is saying yes, I like the throwing the PS1 star idea. Obstacle is saying of course you can avenge his son, but for that you will need the penguin. Daniel was saying I've seen some Bigfoot prints. That's not to do anything. We could add that in. Daniel, keep that in mind. We might come back to that. Those Bigfoot prints. Underwear Kids are saying we're experiencing some group psychosis. Michael Power saying yes, chug the copy of Cooler World at him. I love it. Right. Okay, so what we at? We're at 25 votes. Come on, let's get up to at least 30 votes, and then we can call it a day. Right? Because do we really want, at the moment, run at you and snatch the penguin is winning. Do we really want Heihachi to run at us and nick that penguin? Like, because if he nicks that penguin, then we either need to give it back. Well, we need to either give it up or try to get it back. And I mean, this is Heihachi Mishima here. Like, he is like, I mean, look at that box. His head is bigger than everyone else's. Bigger. Look. Bigger than everyone else's. Like, that is the risk that we take. He threw his son into a volcano. Okay, we're at 27 votes. I will be satisfied in a moment. We're 28. There we go. Right, I'm gonna end the vote. And end poll. End the poll. Okay. So, right. So what have we got to? We have got to 67% of the vote. Heihachi is going to run at you and snatch the penguin. Right. He runs at you and snatches the big greasy, remember it's greasy, remember we're considering that we might actually need to find a sink to wash it, because at the moment the only sort of good purchase we've got on this great big rubber penguin, because it is greasy, is the fact that it's got like a big circular base on the bottom of it. That's the only thing that's stopping us from losing our grip on that. So does he snatch it? I'm going to say, and attempts to snatch the big greasy rubber penguin from you. The only thing stopping him from taking it immediately is its massive round base. Okay. I can't believe there's 68 people watching me chat this shit. Right, okay. All I want is a load of yes or no answers, okay? Does he get it? Does he manage to yank it from your hands? Yes or no? Go. Go. I just... What is this like? Right. Okay. So we have got no, no, yes. Okay, Jake really saying no, it's too slippery. Joseph Cronin is saying no, he sees your bare feet, then drops it. And the way kids are like, what's going on in this chat? I'm not comfortable here anymore. Stephen Ray saying no. Okay. Obstark is saying he touches your hands and remove it while he look at you. Okay, so most of you are saying no. No, he doesn't manage to yank it off of us. Right. Okay. Right. Luckily for you, he does not succeed in wrenching it from your hands, which is amazing, really, because this is Heihachi Mishima, so you have to be on some Chad shit to have managed to keep him from yanking that greasy penguin. Yanking from you. Christian Miser, what's up, Lady Decade? I don't know. Like, this is like, even for me, this is like, okay. So, what are we going to do? This is Heihachi Mishima. This is not like some silly person. I mean, oh look, oh yeah, we've got one of the characters in here going law in this game. You can just about see him there. There. You can just about see him there. He goes, oh, right. Joseph Cronin was saying, you gotta do this again. This is awesome, kinda. Okay, right. So we've got to put in our options now. Are we going to beat Heihachi Mishima to absolute obliterate using the penguin and then investigate the area? Or are we going to try to reason with him and see if we can get him to help us? What do we think? So, give me some suggestions as to where we can go with this. Okay. Jay Green is saying, throw a Pokeball at him. Obstark is saying, doing a victory song should come to mind. Ansi is saying, no, beat him to absolute obliterate. Michael Power is saying, try to reason with him. Okay, so type in not that this is a word which I may or may not have just made up, but type obliterate if you want him to be beaten to obliterate. Type reason if you want him to be reasoned with. Okay. Crush Mike is saying, quote the goose, peace was never an option. Obstark is saying, the hero questions the chance of ending everything evil in the world and asks the heavens if this is the last cruel war. Just for this answer, it's not. Obstark is saying, before smash him with the penguin. Magnum Mustache going, off to regrow his hair in exchange for the penguin. Yeah, we could always say to him, hey Heihachi, we have seen some interesting TikToks about how to regrow your hair through the power of essential oils and rollerblades. There's actually like a proper name for them. It's not rollerblades, is it? Is it dermablades? That might be it. Rollerblades! No, so actual rollerblades. Roll the rollerblades back and forth on your heads to regrow your hair. Heihachi. Okay. Yeah, it's like 11:30 at night. Like you get to a point where your brain stops braining. So, PM Ferreira, hello, nice to see you again. Hello, nice to see you too. Necronomicon is saying hi. Right, so has anybody wrote obliterate? Okay. So, ask Heihachi why he wants the penguin. I think he's just instant reaction. His instant reaction was you shocked him. He wasn't expecting you, and it was self-defense. That's what happened. Crusher Mike is saying obliterate. Do we want to? Because we've just realised we're a Chad now. That's the thing. We are now a Chad. So are we smashing him into obliterate using the big rubber penguin, the greasy one? It might not actually be as simple as it sounds because it is greasy. We're still looking for a sink. But we're in like what appears to be a garden. Do we turn around and there's suddenly a house and we can go in and use a sink? Right, okay. So I think what we're going to do is beat Heihachi to obliterate with the penguin. Okay. A bird's bath. Maybe there is a pond there too. Yeah, but to be honest with you, I was hoping there was going to be some soap. That's why I want there to be a house. If we can turn around and there's a house and we can go in, and I feel like Heihachi would live in quite a bougie house as well. Like I really want to go in the bougie house. Like if anyone else also likes the idea of going in the bougie house, though maybe that is an option. If we could go in the bougie house, we could walk around, be like, oh, what a bougie bathroom. And this house it's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of give me a moment. It's in the middle of something. I mean, is it in the middle of Two Rock Evolution? Could be. Could be. I mean, not really a bougie house if it's there. But could be. What should we pick? Right, okay, so Ansi is saying Green Hill. Green Cooper is saying back again, like I forgot something. You're back. Sorry, I forgot my shoes. Stephen Ray is saying Turok is pretty cool. Magnum Moustache is saying his house is coated in velvet, all velvet, furniture and carpet. Nostalgia Collector is saying, what is going on here? We are writing our own stupid choose your own adventure story, and in a minute, once we've chosen, do you know what, sod it, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Close that. We are beating Heihachi to obliterate with the penguin. I think for the context of some of the people who are here, right, yes, in the chat, if you want us to go back to the beginning and work our way through this adventure. Type no if you want to go straight to writing about what happens once we've beaten Heihachi to obliterate. So yes, to go through the story again. No to write what happens once we have beaten Heihachi to obliterate. Okay, so in fact, shall I do this as a... No, hang on. Right, so PM Ferreira is saying no, we want to beat him to obliterate. No. Everyone's saying no. Okay. No. Right. Okay, so someone in the chat for me, can you please write for me a paragraph for me to copy and paste? I will copy and paste it. So we're going to beat Heihachi to obliterate. Once we have done that, we are going to take a look at our surroundings. We've got several options. We could walk into the garden area and nick his copy of Cooler World. We could turn around. Shorts Batu Taku. Hey, what's going on here? We are writing our very own text adventure game. And at the moment, we have escaped like this random metal room that we found ourselves in. We have taken a greasy rubber emperor penguin figurine to use as a weapon. Heihachi Mishima has tried to nick it from us, and for some reason we absolutely chadded him. And now we are beating Heihachi to obliterate. Once we've beaten him to obliterate, we are going to either investigate the garden he was just standing in and nick his copy of Cooler World, or we are going to turn around and hopefully Heihachi lives in a bougie house. Because to be honest with you, I really would like to wash my hands. Well, I say me, I mean you would really like to wash your hands because you've been like, why is it greasy? No one has decided, no one has told me why is it greasy. Someone's got to decide why. Okay, New Age Barbarian. Your stream was recommended after I watched some guy called Club Fillers Incorporated rant about Thailand from his one. Wait, that needs to be included somewhere. I was hoping that was going to be like a paragraph that someone had written to make a suggestion for what's about to happen. Hi from Brazil, Philip Mike. Hello. Underwear Kids is saying, because it's better greasy. Better for what? Joseph Cronin is saying, penguins have oils to insulate them from the freezing cold waters. I don't think that's why this figurine was greasy, you know. PM Ferreira is saying, I'm glad you didn't make this more complicated by adding dice rolls. Okay. Right. Okay. You lot are far too silly. You're far too silly. I think I'm going to have to write something. Right. Okay. Stick with me on this one. Oh, hang on. Magnum Moustache is saying, you see a square metal structure that you think is his house. You enter. Heihachi recreated the set of Seinfeld in his living room. Kramer slide. Okay, I like that. I like that. Thank you, Magnum Moustache. Let's copy and paste that. Right, let's pop that there. Okay, beat Heihachi to obliterate with the penguin. You have never felt so... Ooh! What's that? A new subscriber, Philip Mike. Thank you, Philip Mike, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Right, you've never felt so Saints Row 4 in your life. You look around the garden and decide it might be a good idea to nick Cooler World whilst Heihachi is in obliterate on the floor. You must be some kind of absolute Chad to be able to beat up a 54-year-old man. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. You see a square metal structure that you think is his house. You enter. Heihachi recreated the set of Seinfeld in his living room. You decide to do the Kramer slide through the door. Still wondering about a sink, because we really need to wash both our hands and the rubber penguin. Yep, I am saying DCK saved. Thank you. That means I know that you, and this is me, I'm looking deep into your soul now. Everything's blurry now. You have not received the curse where your dick will fall off because you have subscribed. Okay. Still wondering about the sink because we really need to wash both our hands and the rubber penguin, because we have decided we do not need to trouble ourselves with finding out why it was greasy in the first place and why we were in a weird metal room on a metal bed, passed out with that in the room. Okay. Well, anyway, that bathroom sure looks bougie. Okay. Booey. Bougie. Okay. Ian was saying thanks. Okay. Underwear, kids. Yes, you can be in my harem. I'll have a harem. Yeah, I'll have a harem. Definitely. Joseph Cronin. Okay, you find his bathroom. But there's it's dawn. But there is a homeless man sleeping in the tub. Okay. Okay, right. You said it, Joseph Cronin. There is a homeless man sleeping in the tub. I mean, there's a homeless man asleep in the tub, but who are you? Am I getting confused between first and third person? But who are you to question what kind of parties Heihachi Mishima likes to throw his child into a volcano? Okay. Well, I can't be the only one who had a crush on Lady Decade. Do you know what? I think I could crush many things if I just trained more. So, underwear, kids. That guy's not homeless. A tub qualifies as a £1,000 condo in New York. That is true. Okay, right. I think I need to work out how to save this. Right. Let's go back to the start. Work our way through the game. And then from there, I think we'll work out what loose ends we've got. We've got quite a few loose ends. Okay, right. You awaken in a cold, clinical white room. A glaringly bright LED spotlight hangs from the ceiling. It's the only light source. You sit on a metal bed. There are no windows, and the walls are blank, shiny metal. A single windowless door lies at the end of the room. On the floor in front of you lies a box of crayons, a pot noodle, and a small plastic figurine of an emperor penguin. The figurine is inexplicably doused in some form of grease. What do you want to do? 1. Look at the figurine. 2. Pick up the crayons. 3. Investigate the pot noodle. Pick one now. So 1, 2 or 3. And we shall go with whichever one you lot choose. So 1 to look at the figurine, 2 to pick up the crayons, 3 to investigate the pot noodle. Go. So what have we got? P.M. Ferreira saying number 3, investigate the pot noodle. Michael Pouts 3, Morcock 2. Teddy's 3, 3, 3. Right, that sounds like a resounding number 3. Investigate the pot noodle. You lot must be relatively new. Okay, investigate the pot noodle. You pick up the pot noodle and take a look inside. There are a few noodles left, but it's been cold for at least a while. There's a peculiar smell coming from it. You decide to stick your finger in the pot and see whether the consistency is off or whether it's actually okay. You are suddenly in an excruciating amount of pain. Your finger is rotting away before your very eyes. Shame really, you liked that finger. It was good for poking things. Whoops, you died. Okay, so let's not pick number 3 anymore. Okay, so pick number 1. Right, hang on. So Esco, where you've said 1, 2, 3. So everything underneath what Esco said there, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do number 1, look at the figurine. Number 2, pick up the crayons. So, okay. So 1, look at the figurine. 2, pick up the crayons. Which one are we going for? Number 1 or number 2? You lot decide. Let's take a look. Number 1 or number 2? Number 1 or number 2? So figurine or crayons? 1, figurine. 2, crayons. Okay, so we've got Underwear Kids 2, P.M. Ferreira 1. Okay. Greasing Penguin is number 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, right. Number 1, looking at the figurine, that seems to be. Okay, that seems to be. Okay, we're going with figurine. You walk over to the penguin figurine. You suddenly start putting 2 and 2 together. You look at the bed. You remember, or really realise, that you actually have terrible amnesia and that the penguin suddenly seems a bit menacing. Is it greasy because it's been used already? Or is it greasy because it's going to be used? What could they possibly want to use it for? The penguin stares deep into your soul, its aura making you feel uneasy. Not sure why, but nevertheless, you back away from it. You bump into the door to the room, the handle digging into your back momentarily. What do you do? 1, pick up the penguin. Pick up the penguin. Or 2, try the door handle. Ready, steady, go. Number 1, pick up the penguin. Number 2, try the door handle. Which one are we going for? 1, pick up the penguin. 2, try the door handle. What are we going for? We're going to pick up that dirty, disgusting penguin. We're going to try the door handle. What are we doing? Right, okay. So 2, try the door handle. So PM Ferreira, 2. Underwear Kids, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, that's a lot more ones. Okay. Right, we're going with pick up the penguin. The penguin is, apart from being a slimy, greasy mess, made of rubber and has a large, round base. You have no idea what this could possibly be used for. You have no idea what this could possibly be used for. What could it mean? Why is it here? Why am I here? You pick it up and waggle it around. It feels like a subpar nunchuck. You decide to bring it with you, and hopefully there will be a sink, as it probably could do with a wash. Your hands might also need a wash now. The wide, round base will hopefully prevent it from slipping out of your hands should you need to use it on something. Look around the room again. Okay, so last option is pick up the crayons. You pick up the crayons and are suddenly overtaken with the urge to investigate whether or not they will draw on the blank metal walls. For whatever reason, you decide that, having seen the film Pan's Labyrinth many moons ago, that drawing a door seems like a good idea. Chances are there won't be a massive hand monster on the other side. SpongeBob made this mistake. I am sure you know this. You draw the door and the door becomes real. There's a big shiny handle which beckons you to open it. Do you open the door, or do you go back to investigate the room? So number 1, open the door. Number 2, go back to investigating the room. Number 1, open the door. Number 2, go back to investigating the room. What do you want? 1 or 2? 1 or 2. Okay, so we've got Without a Trace says 1, PM Ferreira 1, Magnum Moustache 1, Teddy 2, Underwear Kids 2, Obstark 1, Slit 2, door, even if the Pale Man awaits. So door, get back in that room, investigate. 1, 1. Okay, everyone's saying open the door. You have opened the door and landed in Tekken 2. Heihachi Mishima, the retired sun-chucking lunatic, is standing at the bottom of what appears to be a garden, staring into the distance at a dodgy-looking volcano. Next to him is a lawn chair and a table with a copy of Cooler World. As if he's heard a ghost, Heihachi spins around to suddenly see you standing there. He runs at you and attempts to snatch the big greasy rubber penguin from you. The only thing stopping him from taking it immediately is its massive round base. Luckily for you, he doesn't succeed in wrenching it from your hands, which is amazing really, because this is Heihachi Mishima. So you have to be on some Chad shit to have managed to keep him from yanking that greasy penguin from you. Then we beat Heihachi to obliterate with the penguin. Okay. Why did he throw that penguin so badly? To beat you up with it, I guess. You have never felt so Saints Row 4 in your life. You look around the garden and decide it might be a good idea to nick Cooler World whilst Heihachi is in obliterate on the floor. You must be some kind of absolute Chad to be able to beat up a 54-year-old man. You see a square metal structure that you think is his house. You enter. Heihachi recreated the set of Seinfeld in his living room. You decide to do the Kramer slide through the door. Still wondering about a sink because we really need to wash both our hands and the rubber penguin, because we've decided we do not need to trouble ourselves with finding out why it was greasy in the first place and why we were in a weird metal room on a metal bed passed out with that in the room. Well, anyway, the bathroom sure looks bougie. I mean, there's a homeless man asleep in the tub, but who are you to question what kinds of parties Heihachi Mishima likes to throw his child into a volcano? Okay. Right. The Life PDX. Gorgeous Lady Decade, hello to you. Hello to you, Gorgeous Life PDX. Jason Fialho. Ah, that accent is like an ear massage. Thank you. Slit is saying, this is like choose your own ad-libs adventure. Obstark is saying, because that's all that matters at Sporta. Okay, right. That's because Kazuya walked in on one of those parties. He had to go. Lady Decade, are you in London? No, I'm in the United Kingdom. That's even more obscure. Right, okay. Right. People, it's midnight, so I'm going to end the stream now. But thank you so much for coming back to the stream. I'm really sorry that it cut off and that everything crashed halfway through, but thank you so much, everybody who actually did super chats. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate that. I've had a lot of fun writing this. We shall carry on with it at some point in the next few days. Thank you everybody who subscribed to the channel, and I shall see you all next time. I've got another video coming up in a couple of days, and I may very well stream over on Twitch instead, doing the voiceover for that script as soon as I finish going through it. So yes, thank you so much. See you next time, and yeah, see you later.